Some vehicles are built to move people from one place to another. Others exist for an entirely different purpose. The machine you're about to see was created for a world where practicality and prestige collide, where luxury isn't measured by comfort alone, but by the audacity of combining absolute capability with absolute exclusivity. For the first time in its history, Maybach is stepping into a category it has ignored for more than a century, and the result is something almost no one expected. In this video, you'll discover how Mercedes-Maybach is quietly preparing what could become the most expensive luxury pickup truck ever produced. A vehicle engineered for buyers who refuse to choose between refinement and raw capability. Before we dive in, take a moment to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss future deep dives into the world's most extraordinary vehicles. The first thing you need to understand about the GLS 800 pickup is that it doesn't look like a luxury car that was converted into a truck. It looks like a truck that has been elevated into something else entirely. The paint finish immediately sets the tone. Matte black, not gloss and not metallic. It absorbs light rather than reflecting it, giving the entire vehicle a presence that feels almost architectural. Every panel sits perfectly flush with the next. Body gaps are measured in microns rather than millimeters. Nothing about the design feels exaggerated, yet the proportions are unmistakably aggressive. The widened fender arches appear exactly where they need to be from an engineering perspective. Not for theatrical effect, but because physics demands the extra space for the truck's suspension and tire setup. The front grille stands tall and vertical, framed by chrome slats surrounding the three-pointed star emblem positioned dead center. It doesn't scream for attention. Instead, it projects a quiet authority. The headlights are narrow adaptive LED units that actively scan the road ahead. Instead of simply illuminating the path once you turn the wheel, they anticipate your movement and adjust in advance. To understand how advanced that system is, consider the competition. The GMC Hummer EV 6x6 uses quad LED lighting arrays with integrated crab walk assist illumination. The Ram TRX relies on adaptive projector LEDs. The Maybach GLS 800 pickup uses matrix LED headlights with 84 individually controlled light zones per side. That means the truck can precisely adjust brightness across different sections of the road in real time. It doesn't just make the road visible, it predicts it. Then there's the truck bed, which is usually the least refined part of any pickup. Here it's treated with the same attention as the cabin. The cargo area is framed in polished chrome and lined with brushed aluminum panels. LED lighting runs along the bed rails, illuminating the entire surface at night. A motorized tonneau cover retracts silently with a single button press. You could carry construction tools in it. You could transport luggage. You could even place artwork there. But the point isn't what you carry. The point is that the cargo area was engineered with the same obsessive detail as the rest of the vehicle. The GLS 800 rides on massive 24-inch forged wheels finished in black chrome, wrapped in Pirelli Scorpion all-terrain tires that somehow manage to look both rugged and elegant. The adaptive air suspension can raise the truck's ride height by 3 inches for off-road capability, and when you approach the vehicle, it already knows you're there. Proximity sensors activate a small sequence. The mirrors unfold, the exterior lights pulse once, and the suspension subtly lifts, not to show off, because when you've achieved this level of engineering, the vehicle speaks for itself. But to signal that the vehicle is ready, Ram uses key fob proximity unlocking. The Hummer EV relies on smartphone app detection. The Maybach GLS 800 pickup goes further. It uses biometric recognition built directly into the door handles. The system reads your fingerprint. If you're authorized, the truck unlocks. If you're not, nothing happens. Now imagine placing your hand on that door handle. It feels cool and precisely machined, sitting perfectly flush with the body panel until your fingers approach. Then it extends outward, just enough for you to pull. And when the door opens, the weight of it tells you something immediately. This isn't just sheet metal. This is structure. This is reinforcement. This is essentially a vault on wheels. And the moment you step inside, the outside world seems to disappear entirely. The moment you settle into the cabin, it becomes immediately clear that this vehicle was never meant to behave like a traditional pickup truck. Everything inside the GLS 800 Night Edition feels closer to a private lounge than a utility vehicle. The seats are wrapped in black Nappa leather, hand-stitched with contrast silver thread, so precise it almost looks like a line of code running across the upholstery. The material is soft but structured. designed to hold its shape for years without showing the usual wear you'd expect from daily use. The driver's seat alone offers 20 different power adjustments. Heating and ventilation are standard, but that's only the beginning. There are 6 separate massage programs built into the seat, each designed to target different pressure points along the back and shoulders. It's the kind of feature usually reserved for flagship sedans, not something you expect in a pickup truck. The steering wheel reinforces that same philosophy. Thick perforated leather wraps around a heated rim that feels solid and reassuring in your hands. Touch-sensitive controls are embedded into the left and right spokes, allowing the driver to adjust settings without ever taking their eyes off the road. Behind the wheel, magnesium paddle shifters sit cool and solid against your fingertips. They're not there purely for performance. Instead, they deliver a tactile response that reminds you this machine was engineered with attention to detail in every interaction. Directly ahead, 2 large 12.3-inch digital displays stretch across the dashboard under a single pane of glass. The left screen functions as a fully customizable instrument cluster, capable of displaying everything from traditional gauges to navigation maps and performance data. The right screen houses Mercedes' latest MBUX infotainment system. You simply say, "Hey Mercedes, set the temperature to 72 degrees," and the system responds instantly. There's no lengthy confirmation dialogue, no delay while the system processes your request. It simply adjusts the climate and moves on. And then, there is the matter of the ambient lighting system. Soft pink ambient illumination runs along the edges of the dashboard, continues through the door panels, and glows subtly beneath the seats. At first glance, it might appear to be a purely stylistic decision, but there's actually a reason behind it. Luxury interior design is about psychology. The GLS 800 uses pink lighting to reduce cortisol, creating a sense of calm and confidence. Refinement continues with a 1500-watt Burmester 3D surround sound system. But the true luxury is the silence, achieved through extensive acoustic insulation. The GLS 800 treats rear passengers like executives with reclining seats, independent climate zones, and dedicated touchscreen interfaces. It's an environment designed to reset your senses. Press the start button and there's no aggressive roar, only a quiet hum. Beneath the hood sits a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 with EQ boost technology. This system produces a staggering 800 horsepower and 737 pound-feet of torque. The power delivery is smooth and controlled, emphasizing elegance over aggression. From a performance perspective, the GLS 800 defines a new character for the luxury pickup. Experience engineered refinement today. 0 to 60 miles per hour takes just 4.2 seconds. The Maybach GLS 800 pickup isn't just fast, it's a luxury powerhouse. But speed isn't the whole story. Its 9G-tronic transmission and 4MATIC, plus all-wheel drive, provide a ride so smooth, gear shifts are nearly invisible. Yet, the real cost of owning a machine like this begins after you buy it. Annual maintenance and specialized inspections can easily cost thousands. Then there's insurance and the massive 24-inch Pirelli tires. Replacing a full set alone is a $5,000 investment. In this category of ownership, the fuel economy is the least of your concerns. You're paying for an experience that few ever touch. Because once you enter the world of Maybach, the economics look very different from any other performance truck. Most high-performance trucks lose over 50% of their value in 5 years. But the 2026 Mercedes-Maybach GLS 800 Pickup Night Edition follows a different path. With restricted supply, resale values hold strong, making exclusivity a financial asset. Starting at $385,000, this truck isn't just about cost, it's about the refusal to compromise. Imagine crossing rugged terrain in a flagship limousine or wearing Xenia while driving off-road. With 800 horsepower and adaptive air suspension, it delivers a floating sensation even on rough ground. It's the ultimate balance of capability and absolute luxury. The Maybach Night Edition, confidence in every command, even the sound system follows that principle. The Burmester 3D audio system produces extraordinary volume, but the real achievement lies in how it fills the cabin with balanced sound. Music feels integrated into the space rather than dominating it. All of these choices reinforce the idea that the GLS 800 pickup isn't trying to compete with other trucks directly. It's creating its own category. Who exactly is it built for? To understand this truck, you have to look at the mindset of the buyer. It's for the person who simply refuses to accept compromise in any category. They might have a sports car for weekends and a sedan for formal occasions. This truck fills the gap where rugged capability is required without sacrificing Maybach refinement. Imagine arriving at a mountain property where the road turns to gravel. The GLS 800 allows the owner to move through rugged environments while maintaining the atmosphere of a high-end luxury car. The cargo area receives the same level of engineering attention as the rest of the vehicle. Chrome framing and brushed aluminum ensure the bed looks as refined as the cabin. Practicality was never the goal. Maybach built this because a small number of people refuse to choose between capability and luxury. For them, comfort and power should never be mutually exclusive. And that philosophy is exactly what makes this truck so fascinating.